Welcome back, everybody, to the Sharpshooter Sports Talk. I am your humble and gracious host, Mr. Brinsky Sharp, on the ones, the twos, the threes, the fours, and the fives, and the six. You already know, man, it's Monday. You already know we recapping the weekend. Somebody weekend was better than others. I know mine was. I had a good weekend this week because my team won, but some people teams lost. Some of them falling below expectations, but we definitely gonna talk about all that tonight, man. So appreciate everybody jumping in the house. But before we get into anything, y'all already know what time it is. I gotta introduce the guys. Y'all already know my guys. Starting with the man with the master plan. He's moving around. He's doing big things in this world. Mr. Bama Standard himself. No, I'm just messing with you, man. Shout out to Justin and Marvin, but doing big things over there at the Bama Standard. Our good friend, Jonathan Lewis. What's going on, man?
Going on, fellas. A great weekend of football, high school football, college football, NFL football. It's a great time of year, right? So obviously appreciate the invite, Brensky. Good to see you, Coach Sean, Tez, everybody in the chat already. Roll Tide, obviously.
Likewise, brother.
Oh yeah, man. And of course, y'all already know Alabama A&M's own former Alabama A&M Bulldog and graduate, the man with the master plan, our good brother, your friend and my friend, Coach Sean.
Much love to the broskies, as always, man. Good to see you as well, John. I was looking for you up here, James Clemens and JC and BJ, man. It was very, very nice. You know what I'm saying? Great weekend of football. Thanks to be back with my broskies one more again.
Oh yeah, man. You already know we about to get into it tonight, man. I'm gonna introduce my guy first, and I'll say that. But of course, everybody's favorite Auburn fan, Mr. SC Season himself, the David Ruffin of all podcasting. He's back with the gold mic to show it off once again. And he has on new apparel, just helping him pub that even more. Got the SC Season hoodie. Mr. SC Season himself, our main man, Tez. What's going on, brother?
Feeling pretty good, man. Feeling pretty good. How y'all doing today?
Oh, great, man. You already know, man. Everybody up here.
You got Stacy in the chat. Stacy in the chat says she had Dots pretzels. I want to know. I'm about to Google that. I like pretzels, so I need to figure out what she's talking about right now.
I don't know what Dots pretzels.
I love pretzels.
I do too.
Me neither.
But that's different. Dots pretzels. Anybody know what Dots?
Looking them up right now.
No clue.
Pretzels have got to be the absolute worst food ever made.
Wow.
It tastes like you chewing on wood and powder all at the same time.
Wait a minute, Coach.
Even the ones with the salt on there?
Absolutely.
God.
What?
Wow.
Oh, the brand Dots. Okay. Yeah.
Coach, what are pretzels? What do
They just I think pretzels and liver are maybe the two worst things I've ever tasted ever.
Oh my God.
Shout out to KB though. Shout out to the homie KB in the house.
Yeah, man. Shout out to KB, man. What's going on, man?
These are flavored though, Coach. You might like these, man. They got Parmesan and garlic.
Mm-hmm.
It might taste like wood and powder.
Yeah.
Awful. Wood and Parmesan.
I can't stand pretzels. Do y'all like liver? Y'all like liver?
I do.
Liver and onions, baby.
Yeah,
liver and onions.
I don't like liver.
It's terrible. It's awful.
Man,
food.
stop it, man. Y'all don't know good.
Liver look like it's still breathing when you eat it.
Oh, man. Lord have mercy. All right, y'all. Of course, shout out to everybody in the chat. Kim, what's going on with you? What's going on? Keith, what's happening?
KB, B-Show.
You know, man.
Say it again.
You influenced KB. KB said he loved livers too.
He great.
I bet you OG Effin don't like livers. I bet you Toya don't like livers.
Steve, what's going on? Let me make my way.
Like livers.
I'm gonna see this when I go down. I went all the way up to the top, so this is gonna be entertaining. Carl, what's going on? Good to see y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Come on in, tell a friend we up here tonight. Keith, what's going on? I felt like I said something to you already, but still say something to you again.
Piano
Stacey,
Man.
go Dogs. We're going to see you in a couple of weeks, but happy to see you in here tonight. Good to see you. Good to see you. Who else up in here? Mimi,
really?
what's going on? What's going on, man? Y'all get. I'm trying to scroll down and join the party, man. I'm trying to join the party. Hold on. Who up here? Clinton, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Chapman, what's going on? Oh man, y'all are fools.
That's funny, man.
I have eaten potted
UVA,
meat.
what's going on with your brother? What's going on,
Wait,
man?
Hold on now. Now wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Now, when I was in college, I ain't gonna front now. I ain't gonna get up here and act brand new. I ate my share of potted meat.
Yes,
But today,
absolutely.
Zero.
Today, no,
not
today.
anymore.
Today,
Not anymore.
Oh no.
Now Viennas, now we can do Viennas.
Oh yeah, I
What
can do
brand?
Viennas all day.
What
Facts.
brand of potted meat did you eat? Because that's important.
The
to know.
blue can, the blue.
I ate
don't know.
devil's ham. I think it was called devil's something.
This is
It
a
was
little
wrapped
blue
in the
can.
white, the little stuff. I forgot the name, but I
No, this is just a can. You open up, you peel it back, and it's in there.
You
Yeah,
eat
this
spam?
is very similar.
No, I don't eat spam no more.
Oh,
either.
okay. Now I got to
I
lose.
don't do
I'm about to
spam.
say, come on, how you eat spam?
Hold
but you
on,
won't eat
Brinsky.
it?
We gonna get to the football.
You don't eat
But you
spam?
eat spam. Wait. You don't eat spam, but you eat livers.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
You like
Dude,
livers, John?
spam. Yeah, I like livers.
Do you like liver? Like right now, though, liver and onions.
Yes, I absolutely.
Man, that's horrible, man.
I
Me and
might
Tez
as
are the
well.
smart people on the panel with that.
I
Bro,
think we
I-
all
if
love
I eat
gizzards, right?
frog legs. So
We
we
all
all
love
love
gizzards.
gizzards.
Terrible.
If you I feel like if you eat liver, you might well just like bite the back of a cocker spaniel or something. Like, it
Lord
tastes
have
like
mercy.
blood.
just feel like it's still moving around. Like
Oh man.
It's terrible, bro.
Man, come on.
Jason, what up, Jason?
So everybody eat at least gizzards or something.
We need to run a poll.
oh, he is this now.
No gizzards.
Hey man,
Piano
I'm gonna have
Man,
to put
he
a
like
poll or
livers, too.
something in here. I don't
Put a
know.
poll
I
up.
think I'm gonna figure out how to put a poll in here.
Go to YouTube itself, and then you just put, on the live chat side, just put add a poll.
Ephraim
Okay.
bugging. Ephraim is bugging.
Y'all
It's
folks don't know good
spam.
eating, man.
B Sharp. The man said spam and pineapples.
Okay.
Who
Spam
said
and
that?
pineapple.
Hold on.
What the hell wrong with Ephraim, man?
See, he was in the
What
military
Ephraim
too
talking
long.
about?
He was in the
Hey,
military too
now,
long.
relax.
He was in the
But,
military too long.
bugging.
He was in the military too long. Cause that was just survival right there.
Survival mode. Facts.
Oh my
Facts.
God, man. Let me hold on. Shout out to the man with the master plan over there. Our good
Hey,
buddy over
There you go, Justin.
Alabama
Talk
State.
to him, Justin.
Justin, what's going on, brother? Come on, man. You no gizzards?
No gizzards.
You gotta
I'm
eat
with you.
gizzards, man.
Hold on, John White. I gotta ask a white dude question.
Okay.
John, have you ever ate chitlins?
Yes.
Yes.
Really? Well, you be
Okay.
around a lot of black people though.
Yeah, you gotta remember, I was 99% of my friends were black, and that's my neighborhood. So
I
yeah,
hate chitlins.
bro. The first time I
Man, this man
mentioned,
just
Yeah.
don't know how to eat.
Hold on, let
I
me tell y'all. If you ever
I don't
eat
eat
chitlins,
chitlins either.
everybody in the chat know this, but I want to tell people that don't, and we'll get right to the football. If you ever eat chitlins, Piano Man, you know what I'm talking about, and you get that crunch after you eat the chitlin, get what that crunch is. Guess what that kernel of crunch is? It's doo doo.
I don't know what crunch y'all be eating, man. I don't have no crunch. My mama clean. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my aunties. I ain't never had that a day in my life. Had no
No,
crunch in
bro.
my-
I can't do
I
it.
ain't never had no crunch
Nah, man.
a day in my life.
I'm a kangaroo black on this because, like me, I eat frog legs and stuff. I'm Southern, man. Like I'm Southern.
It's certain.
KB.
It's certain Southern.
KB bugging. He said rabbits and squirrels.
Yeah,
and
that's
coon.
good.
Where y'all from, man?
Rabbits and
I'm
squirrels is
from
dead. Now, I don't eat
and
chitlins.
Arkansas. That's primarily Alabama, but I did a lot of my hunting in Arkansas.
KB,
But
I love
wild,
you, my
wild
brother.
foods, yeah. We
But
eat
I-
all those.
I'm strictly a beef and fish man. As far as it goes.
Oh man, we definitely hold on. I'm telling you, before the end of this show, we definitely gonna tackle this one more time because I am interested in knowing.
We need to
lot
do
of
a
this.
food SEC food episode.
Yes, we do.
Facts.
Matter of fact, you just gave an idea. That may
Oh,
be
man,
the
that'd
what
be
end it
tough.
all off. What is the best SEC food? And y'all have y'all ideas for the end of the show. But definitely shout out to my good sis and our good sis Latoya said with the $5 super chat said, "Roll Tide, fellas, always great to be here. Listen to you collective wisdom." to your collective wisdom. So definitely appreciate you always, sis. Glad to always have you in here, and glad to have y'all in here. And I want to hear what your ideas is and what, because I'm questioning Coach Sean right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
I got a
Lord
big
have
stomach.
mercy. This is I don't know what to say, man. But y'all already know, man.
Justin, great.
Alabama
Justin
over Wisconsin. And I hope they had some chitlins and some gizzards out there. No, I don't have no chitlins at a tailgate. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want no chitlins at the tailgate.
Not at a tailgate.
Nah.
Oh,
Period. I don't want no chitlins.
But of course, Alabama Crimson Tide rolled over the good old Wisconsin Badgers. Not in the running game, because man, they earned a lot of respect for me for that stout line that they have, man. I'm really, really impressed by how our guys came out there and responded. Bray Hubbard just playing outside his mind and also earning SEC Defensive Player of the Week honors. So definitely shout out to Bray Hubbard on that. But John, since I know me and Coach Sean talked about it on the recap, I'm gonna let you start this off, brother, because I know you was watching.
Yeah, so actually being in Tuscaloosa for that game and all that great stuff. The first thing I want to say is, once again, if I tear you down, I got to build you back up. Congrats, we got 4 sacks in one game, right? 3 in the first half, kind of laid off the second half. I only got 1 in the second half, but hey, Bray Hubbard is playing like the guy we thought he would be this year, right after that Florida State game. So it looks like Bray Hubbard is still that dude. It just took a wake-up call, I guess, for this whole team, not pointing out just one dude, because it wasn't a lack of effort from one guy in that Florida State game. Don't get it twisted. Bray Hubbard just was the viral clip that kind of set the tone for that narrative when it got started. I'm still on this train, and I'm really interested to get Coach Sean, when he gets back, his take on this. Ryan Williams is a great playmaker. He runs great out routes or flag routes. When it comes to inside the hashes, he still doesn't look good to me. I get it. You're going to sit there and we could say 165 yards, 2 TDs, whatever that may be. I'm still not impressed with Ryan Williams. I feel in my heart, Jeremy Bernard is our number 1 receiver. He's kind of the guy you can go to and rely on at times. For sure, Latair Brooks looked good in this game. Ty Simpson is looking more comfortable each week. I'm going to say it again. It seems like after that Florida State game, I think he just has a progression of reads, and if that read is open, he makes what he's going to make the play that the defense gives him at this point, right? So whether that's a 3-yard dump off or if it's 20 yards down the field, if you're open, or he can basically lead you to be open, right? So, he's going to make the throw. He looked amazing in that game. He did what he was supposed to do, in my opinion. And of course, I'm going to state the obvious. The lack of run game, I know people are not going to worry about it right now, but in 2 weeks, we're going to have to worry about it, right? Against Georgia and the SEC play coming up. I think that's a big thing to talk about. I am not going to be overly confident with this because Wisconsin didn't have their starting quarterback. Wisconsin is not a powerhouse team. They're not going to be a team that's going to come up, punch you mouth, and challenge you. And I understand Wisconsin has a top 5 run defense. But at what point can we run the ball? Because every team we play is not a top 5 running defense, guys. But it seems like that's the case, right? So, and I knew that was an easy out for this game, a top 5 run defense, blah, blah, blah. Why didn't we try to stretch the field on the run? Why aren't we trying everything inside the tackles? Why don't we try to hit the edge like we did against Georgia last year? We seem to do that very few times against Louisiana Monroe, and it was successful. Now, maybe Coach Sean, you guys can school me up on this. Maybe it's because of Proctor or Formby or whoever, but it seems like we run in between the tackles, can't run the ball, and that's it. We just pretty much give up on it after that. There's nothing else I guess we could possibly do. That's what I'm getting from this. But I did enjoy the game. I thought the offense looked impressive. I think as long as people stay within the role. Oh, my God, Ryan Williams, stop dropping the ball. Please stop dropping the ball. 11 drops, I believe, since the Vanderbilt game last year, whatever that stat was. I'm tired of the drop balls. Latair Brooks had 1 drop ball. I believe that would have been a conversion to a first down. He's a true freshman. He has 1 drop. I'm not going to crucify you for it, but Ryan Williams has a trend. This is a habit now of dropping footballs while you're wide open. This is a trend now. I get it. You make the spectacular plays and all that stuff, but the spectacular plays rarely win you games. It's the consistent, right? Can you go to this guy every down type player that I want to see? And right now, Ryan Williams, honestly, to me, if he's inside those hashes, I'm not looking at him. That's all I have for it. And you're muted. Can't be alive without a mute.
It wouldn't be alive without it, man. Jesus Christ, man.
Glad it wasn't me this time.
Yeah, man. I'm looking right at it too before I started speaking. Still did it anyway. But before I go to Coach Sean, we got to bring up another brother who is pretty much it feels like the same people every Monday and Thursday, which I love. And trust me, more are welcome. And more would be up here if it wasn't because of their schedule. But of course, our brother from OU, he got a big game this week. Very, very big game against somebody on the panel. Somebody on the panel. Y'all already know our good brother, Mr. Jason Watkins. What's going on, brother?
Not you, Jason. The team.
That's all right.
Oh, we got some fire.
Wait, Norman too. If I was having to come to Norman for this ass whipping, I'd be feeling that way too.
It's gonna be some bad faces on Monday, boy. I don't know who it's gonna be, but it's gonna be some sad faces. But Coach Sean, what you think about this, man? Because we definitely gonna say a little bit on that game before we get off.
Shout out to Jason, man. What's going on with you, Jason? Good to see
What's
you,
up
bro.
there, Coach? How you doing? Good to see all
you
you
already
guys.
know, brother.
Even Tez.
I can't wait to hear these guys get at it. For me, man, I'm not really concerned. I hear John, and John makes some hell of a great points, man. Sort of took my thunder, did a great job. But I ain't really too worried about it, man. Wisconsin, two things. These guys had a very good run defense, to be quite honest, and they play with a heavy box. If you look what they was lined in, a lot of 7 and 8 guys in the box. A lot of times, that's what opened up the passing game the way we did. I don't mind us getting passy if you gonna play us the way they played us, right? When they played zone, it was man over, right? So it was zone, but it was still they was trying to match and pass off, and it bit them in the ass. When they played man, we hit them with the deep routes. They even played single high safety at times. So I don't mind us throwing the ball if you're going to play us the way Wisconsin did play us. I actually think that Ryan Grubb called his best game yet. These guys had a lot of twists, a lot of blitzes. They definitely tried to send a lot of simulated pressures and a lot of extra pressures on Caden's side. They picked on the tackles big time, try to send numbers at them. So I don't mind us not running the football in those situations because these guys really gave the pass to us. I mean, they clearly, anybody know what they're watching, pretty much said, if we lose this game, it won't be what you guys running the football. If a team like that plays you won't find teams in the SEC that'll be stubborn like that, that'll stay in that defense. You won't find people in the SEC that'll do that. LSU's not going to do that. Ole Miss is not going to do that. Texas A&M is not going to. Oklahoma's not going to. They'll switch it up. And Wisconsin was just going to live or die with it, man. I mean, they were not switching out. They were not either. It's either that or their personnel in the back end is terrible, and they knew it. So, I don't know which one if it was, but I don't mind the game script against Wisconsin if you're going to play us the way they did with a heavy box like that. And make no mistake about it, those guys got about 4 guys on that defensive front 7. That's awesome. They physical. Ask Richard Young. Those guys are physical. They know how to play in that front 7. They understand leverage. It was very difficult to get outside these guys. They play with very, very good leverage. Very, very good leverage. Those guys are strong. Typical Big Ten front 7. Nothing new, right? But I don't mind the play script in this game. If you are actually going to put one guy on Jeremy Bernard with a safety on the other hash, on the far hash, take the pass all day. If you are going to play these guys straight up, with one safety in the middle of the field and cover 3, take it. Trying to close the middle of the field, take it. I'll take that all day, every day. As far as Jeremy, I've been telling y'all about Jeremy since the beginning of the season. Me and my boy B. Shaw, we've been telling y'all about Jeremy Bernard since the beginning of the season. I think we had on our show, we actually called him the X factor of the whole team. And I said that only because of last year. I mean, it wasn't that Ryan didn't play well. I think Ryan has better body control. I think Ryan's agility is better. He's a more flashy, big play receiver. But if you're looking for somebody that's consistently getting open, consistently understanding how to stem the defensive back, whether you playing zone, whether you playing man, that's Jeremy Bernard. Hell, he did this last year. This is nothing new. I also said that put Ty in the game and let him play, man. You know, I wanted to see Ty stay in the game. I don't need to see Austin. I don't need to see Keelan. I'm a different kind of fan. I don't need to see them. Let the starter get in there, let him play most of the entire game, and they did. And I don't think I'm going out on a limb here when I tell you guys, and this is just not the Bama coming out of me. When you look around the country, Ty Simpson is playing as well as any quarterback in the country through 3 games. You know, look at his efficiency. Look at his interception to touchdown rate. Look at what he's doing. Look at his passes, over 20 yards. Look at his efficiency. He is playing right now as well as, now you can talk about who he played and things of that nature. And I would debate you that even in the Florida State game, besides a few gun shy, first time starter incidents, he didn't play bad in Florida State game, right? I wanted to see Ty most of this game. I need to see the starter get in the game and get a rhythm, a game speed rhythm with his receivers. And I tweeted, I said, don't look now, but Ty is getting more and more comfortable with this offense. He's recognizing where the pressure is coming from. He's understanding how teams are going to play him in the secondary. And you could tell that from his quick release. When people are open, he goes from 1 to 2 to take off running. So it's getting harder to defend Ty Simpson, man. We talked about London Simmons. We talked about him in the beginning of the season. I watched that kid's tape. The tape don't lie, man. If you know how to watch tape, the tape will never lie to you. This kid was always going to be a dog. His first step is awesome. He's strong. I was worried about his size a little bit. Got good size, but he had baby fat size, you know, high school big kid size. A lot of, you know, he was a big kid, but it was flimsy big kid. It wasn't solid big kid. You know, everybody don't look like Steve Mambimboa, whatever his name is. Everybody don't look like that. But I knew Landon had talent, man, and he's showing it. This kid is going to be a monster. He looks like Quinnen to me, at Quinnen's same age, same size, right? Quinnen wasn't a big kid. Quinnen was only about 6'3", 290, 295, right? He became 6'3", 310, 305, whatever it was, 6'4", 305, whatever. This kid's first step is going to be great, man. So at the end of the day, I was quite happy with what I saw. If I got to give you one concern, I don't like what I see from us on. I don't understand, man, and I say it all day long. You know, I don't understand on 2nd and 4. Why are you dropping 8 and the quarterback just run for a first down? You cannot do that, bro. You cannot do that against a dude that can't throw, right? Why are we dropping 8 on 2nd and 4? I have no clue. Dude just ran for a first down twice, right? We just gave him a first down. Against better competition, that'll get you beat. Our middle linebackers still, to me, are not using eye discipline several times. Justin Jefferson overran the play on the backside. You know, it's his contain on the backside. He would overrun the play and take himself out of the play. The quarterback popped one for about 5 or 6 yards. This had been a dynamic quarterback, we'd have been in some trouble. So we still not there with our middle linebackers. To me, I still see these guys sort of hesitating at times. But as far as the offense, the good news, the offense is getting in sync. They're getting in rhythm. I think Grubb is finding that sweet spot on offense of things he like to do on down and distance. And I'm happy with what I saw against Wisconsin. If you're gonna play these teams, dominate them, and that's what they did.
How about to say, Jason and Ted, either one of y'all want to jump in there? Y'all caught the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, Alabama looks different than they did in week 1 for sure. I think that it looks like Ty Simpson is starting to get his. Somebody was asking me on the show this morning if I thought that Alabama still had a chance to do everything we thought. So I do. I think that you don't want to see a repeat of week 1, and it concerns you. I think you probably, if you're a Bama fan, I'm sure it probably does, that you know, to see a repeat of that. But they've looked a lot different. and I was kind of, it was surprising what they stuck with Wisconsin. You were talking about Coach Sean, was it just kind of stuck with what they were doing, and they were just going to load it up. So, I mean, you take what you're going to give us, I guess. You know what I mean? And but they look good, man. And it looks like Ty is starting to kind of come into his own, feel more comfortable back there. It looks like to me, and I don't think he's played terrible so far. You know, you got to become that guy anyway, though, at some point if you're going to lead this team all the way through it. So I still think Alabama has as good a shot as anybody in the SEC, man. And I really think the SEC is wide open from what we're seeing over this past couple of weeks. So I know we're going to get into a lot of it. So yeah.
You already know.
One more thing before Tez goes. I think Coach Sean will probably speak on this. I watched the all 22 from the game, and there is still one concern to me on the offense. And in that game, twice, Caden Proctor got completely lost.
Yeah.
And I was like where they got two guys up on him, and he didn't touch either guy. And I was like, when he turned around, you could tell he was just confused on what happened. That kind of worries me a little bit.
Yeah. I'm about to say things happen in games, so I haven't seen it, so I can't make sense of it at all.
Yeah, the one where Ty had to escape, run to the left because both guys were in his face. It was, if you go back and watch, Proctor just whiffed. He just both guys went right by him, and Proctor turned around like he didn't know what happened. And I was like, dude, you didn't touch either guy. Like
on that, I know what the play you're talking about too. On that type of play, he was supposed to check outside in, and that's when him and the guard were supposed to communicate, but
nothing happened. Yeah,
no, nothing happened.
Tez to close us out with Niff.
I disagree with everybody. They look horrible. No,
I bet you do. Controversy.
I'm kidding. Man, I tell you this. If you heard me talk about Auburn and Ball State, it's probably about the same thing that I'm gonna say for this game. I mean, this is a Wisconsin team who top 10 run defense. Yes, they had the talent, they had the size up front. Yes. But they're top 10 run defense because they played Middle Tennessee State and some other community college in week 1. And they gave up like 30 yards apiece to both of them. That's why they're in the top 10. They are not going to have a better run defense than Georgia, Vandy. I'm just looking at the rest of your schedule. Georgia, Vandy, Tennessee, even LSU, Oklahoma. Like all those defenses are going to be better rushing defense than what you faced in Wisconsin. Even though
are you sure about that?
I was about to say, you sure?
I disagree with you on that, but
Wisconsin last year they had. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, well,
I'm just saying, like they play Maryland next week. Maryland's got a trio of backs. They might get to 100 yards rushing on that.
Want to place a Coke bet on that?
We can place a Coke bet on it.
There we go.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like they're you're going to face some better defenses. Than what you face in Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a game with an unranked team at home. The way I look at games like this, the same thing I said about Auburn and Ball State, so I'm not trying to be biased here, is did you make enough mistakes to lose this football game against a better team? Because you really can't judge much about that. But did you make enough? I don't think you made enough mistakes to lose this game against a better team, but you definitely made enough mistakes to make it competitive against a better team. Some of the offensive line woes, the drop passes from Ryan Williams is still something that you got to clean up. Coach Sean alluded to that is also a very good point. He is not physical enough to play in the slot, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't make all that money, millions of dollars as a coach, so I couldn't tell you. Ty looks great. The offense looks efficient. I'll say that the plan looks different, if that makes sense.
Third down looks different.
Yeah, if you're going to pass the ball, you need to have a solid plan if that's the way you're going to go about it. So, I don't know. Like, I mean, of course, if you're an Alabama fan, you want to be optimistic about this. But also, traditionally, this team has been front runners, right? So, what do they look like when they get hit in the mouth, right? These two teams had no chance. They look great. But what is it going to look like? I don't even know if Georgia's gonna hit him in the mouth, but versus Vandy, when Pavia come out there and they hit you in the mouth first, and you get down and you have to be resilient to come back. That's a staple of the previous coaching staff that you guys are still trying to put in place to see if that's part of this coaching staff. in this regime. So it's a lot to be seen. This was a very important game though, because you don't want to feel bad about this game going to the bye week and then have to play at Georgia. So this is pivotal to get the win the way that they did. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. I don't want to say like I'm not just trying to say bad things, but I'm just trying to keep it just really realistic about the expectations for the rest of the season. And this game was pivotal for them to win that. You got to feel good about that.
And I guess Brensky kicked himself off his own show.
Booed himself out.
Oh, no. I'm right here.
Look, I'll say this before John go. Before the teams like Georgia, bro, those are the teams I'd rather play against with this defense. Georgia is not a perimeter type team. Give me those type teams. Alabama fail against those type teams. It's the teams that hit the perimeter. You know what I mean? Oh, Sean Lawson, he has to eat pretzels and gizzards. Oh my God, that's awful. That's awful.
That combination.
I don't even know if I agree to that, Justin. I have to have some,
take that. He said
I have to have some. Yeah, we'll have to have some type of something to enhance me to want to take that bet. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of it too.
Gizzards are terrible, but shout out to my brother Justin too, man. Shout out to the entire Bama Standard. But I'd rather play against Georgia. You know, a team that's gonna run off tackle. Give me those teams. It's the teams it's the perimeter teams that has the mobile quarterback and running quarterback counter read and constant outside zone with what we don't defend very well. The teams that run downhill, give me those teams any day of the week.
Well, man, thank God we got a bye week to correct a lot of these things, get a few guys healthy. Did LT Overton just leave out just because of a concussion?
From what I heard, yes.
Okay, so that's cool. That's perfect. If he went out because of that, that means we got an extra week to get him back. He's gonna be in concussion protocol. Get him back, and everything should be smoothly. Hopefully, we get Jam back. Maybe Tim King back. So, only time will tell, man. But of course, we're gonna go to the next game. I feel like we'll start here, then we'll go to. But that good old LSU over Florida, man.
Oh.
I really got a lot to say about this game, man. I really do have a lot to say about this game, man, because
we was on the phone together watching this game.
Yeah. And Coach Sean's guy, Gary Nussmeier, I ain't gonna lie, I got a few concerns about him, man. You supposed to be the best quarterback in the SEC. And not saying I believe Florida defense is legit. I believe Kamani McClain. I believe Sapp is that guy. They have a lot of dogs on that defense.
Yes,
but it's just the way he's been playing since the beginning of the year. He made plays in the Clemson game, but he's still kind of struggling in that game. Then you go against Louisiana Tech and you're struggling throughout most of the game, which I didn't understand. And then you come into this game. Really, the defense bailed LSU out on a lot of stuff. I'm not going to lie to you. And then if you take away that long touchdown play to Ball down the line, if that holding call didn't happen, Florida may be in a rhythm and have LSU on the ropes for the whole game. But I don't know, man. I didn't want to know Coach Sean's thoughts on that.
I feel like they passing too much with Garrett. I think they need to get back to about 3 or 4 good series what they done against Clemson. They ran the ball, and then Garrett went to work. I think right now, everybody playing him in nickel. I mean, you doing too much with your quarterback right now. I get it. He can slang it in there, man. But right now, you
muted yourself.
You see it. You muted. You still muted. Probably on the mic.
My bad, man. All these damn mute buttons. I think right now, man, you're just doing too much with your quarterback, man. If you look at them, it's even in the Florida game, for about 2 series straight, they just abandoned the damn run and went out there chunking the ball. Look how Florida played them in nickel. You got to run the football, bro. You got to get back to run the football. You can't just let Garrett sit back there throwing into 5 and 6 defensive backs the whole damn game.
I wonder why he's not completing a good percentage.
Yeah, that's coaching. I mean, he has proven in the Clemson game, if you play man on him, if you play soft zone on him, he can kill you. He's going to kill you. But when you let him sit back there and have all these attempts throwing the football, you hurt your whole offense, man. You end up going 3 and out. But what I say, I'll take the other side of it. I've seen them struggle on offense with horrible play calling, and they still find ways to win these football games. At some point in the season, man, they got to get back to the run. I think Brian Kelly was frustrated about that. If I seen it, I'm sure he did, right?
He lost his mind after the game. Did you?
Yeah, he was a little testy.
Nobody say.
he probably knows it. If LSU get back to running the football, bro, you're not gonna be able to defend these dudes. You know what I'm saying? You know, pick your poison. Right now, they're trying to make Garrett Nussmeier into a Heisman candidate, and they're doing too much with him. You know, throwing into 5 and 6 defensive backs is just not smart. He can, and but your offense look horrible. So I think it's just a
you think that's what is going on with him, is that he's trying to do too much with Garrett?
I think so. There's no reason to chunk the ball downfield on 3rd and 3. Like, what the hell are you doing? Like,
that was stupid. I mean, you turning them cats over 5 times. You got Lagway throwing 5 picks, and you got put up more than 20. I mean, what else would I would have been asking them too? Why aren't you getting your running game going?
Yeah, man.
Wild to me.
12 personnel, line up and run the football, man. They just passy. You're never going to beat the better teams with this passy stuff, man. You gotta run the football. Listen, this is the perfect example of what I'm trying to say. Tennessee got out on Georgia, if I'm not mistaken, 14-0,
and they ran the football
21-7.
Guess what Georgia did?
Run the football,
lined up, and I tweeted this. They got in the red zone and lined up in not 12, not 11. 13 personnel, 3 tights and 1 back, and said, "We coming, stop it." And guess what they did? Ran over Tennessee the whole second half, ran flat over their asses. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You can't stop that if you able to get some push between the pockets of tackle and tackle, tight end and tight end. Bro, what team has got the personnel to stand up to that? It can be done. You just gotta have a coach, first of all, that's willing to do that, right? Coaches are impatient, especially offensive coaches. They're very impatient, but a defensive coach, he'll line up and run that thing 50 times if you let him, you know?
Yes.
And that's what they done and won, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, anybody can jump in there.
All right. So go ahead, Tez. Go ahead, Tez.
Oh, well, I would be real quick because me and Brisky was watching the end of this game together on the phone. It's a weird game, man. I thought that this would be a close game. I think I said maybe 21-28, something like that. I thought it would be a close game. I respect Florida's defense. I would have loved to see Florida also commit to the run a little bit more. I feel like Jaden Barr. You've never heard me talk about this kid. I feel like he's if he was at any other school. Like, if you put him in that Georgia backfield, if you give him the Bama, like this, we're talking about all SEC running back that they have down there.
Skills, man. You're right.
Yeah. Man, I love this kid as a prospect. And the fact that he only got the ball 10 times is egregious. Crazy. Now, they threw it to him a couple times out the backfield. But, I mean, that was crazy.
This is why Billy's doing his damn job over there, too.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we can get into that too, but to the point about LSU though, excuse me, Florida does have a solid defense. I did hear them in the broadcast a couple times say that Brian Kelly was telling Nussmeier that, hey, some of these times pull the ball down and run. I think he did maybe once, but it was there all night because they were passing the ball a lot, right? And he had that quarterback run all night. If he's willing to do that, that's another dimension to their offense. But yeah, you can't intercept the quarterback 5 times and only win by 10 points. You know, LSU, I think they scored a defensive touchdown and an offensive touchdown. One pass, then a pick six, then like some field. Like, honestly, you take away the defensive touchdown, and this is, you know, we're looking at 13-10 game. And luckily for them, Lagway was just bad. He was just bad. Like, I mean, I remember us watching this game, and we both was just like, why did he throw that football? Like, what on earth possessed him to throw that football? Even Nussmeier had a couple of them where he was. I remember one specifically. I think in the third quarter where they flushed him out of the pocket. He was near the sideline. He just throws it back across his body into double coverage, and they pick it off. And I'm like, that is not. I picked Nussmeier as a Heisman, as a Heisman candidate. That is not a Heisman worthy play right there. Heisman candidates don't make that play. Throw that ball to your sister, find your mama in the stands, wherever she's cheering at, and throw her a football at that point. I don't know. This was a weird game, man. I'm gonna chalk it up to just it being an SEC game early in the season, and both teams are solid on defense, and they just couldn't get a feel for each other. But one of the things about Florida that I noticed is they call. I've said this about actually Jackson Arnold too, but they call plays like they know Lagway is limited as a quarterback. Like they don't call
limited too because he hadn't practiced all damn offseason either.
That's very true.
I mean, he's no development whatsoever, and this is the savior of your program for Billy. That no wonder.
I just don't. I mean, he looked good down the stretch last year. But then the more and more you look at him. Like even I told Brinsky this when I was watching the game. I was like, man, I don't even think Lagway is that good of a runner. Like I really don't. Like he's big, he's fast, but he's not elusive. He just runs, and it's like he runs into the middle of the field and stands there and wait to get hit. And it's like you're watching the game and it's like no wonder he stays hurt. He doesn't try to protect himself at all. Like he's just, I don't know. It's just a weird place. Florida, they got some work to do, man, because this schedule is not going to get kind to them at all. LSU, I feel like LSU is still like, what their issues are can be fixed, right? A commitment to the run, a little bit safer play calling for Nussmeier, right? Yeah, and I think that you could fix their issues. As far as Florida though, man, it's a tough slate, bro. I just don't see it. I mean, unless they decide to run the ball and rely on their defense, which I think they can do, give Jaden Ball the ball 20 times a game and rely on that defense. Unless they decide that to be the game plan, then I don't know where they're going to go with Lagway throwing the ball 49 times. It's not going to
Let me ask you a question, Ted, since you don't have a dog in the fight. Whose secondary is better, Florida's or Alabama's?
Whose secondary is better?
From what you see.
Whose secondary is better? That's a good question. I think it's pretty close, but I would give the edge to Alabama secondary.
You think so?
The reason why I think so is because I feel like y'all have more size when it comes to like I love the fact that you guys corners have length. Florida secondary, I put it like this. These are two very, very talented secondaries that we're talking about. I don't think one
Alabama's played one team that can challenge them downfield. We got our ass roasted like some damn marshmallows.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Do you think we would have had that
you
same
may change my mind
with Nussmeier? with that game plan, I think we would have. If you're gonna come out and slinging the ball all over the field 39, 40 damn times, we would.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying. So, I don't see y'all coming out and throwing the ball 49 times against LSU. So but who knows, that game against Florida State, how many times did Ty throw it?
About 43.
First start.
43. Yeah.
43.
But I'm saying if they revert to that, then yeah, I'm not so sure. But
take Oklahoma, bro. Oklahoma, when you're manufacturing a run game to try to get them to load the box, you don't have to do it with the running back, right?
That's very true.
Quarterback counter read, you know what I mean? If you can run with your QB, something to pull those safeties up in the box, open the pass game up, that's all that matters, man. Can you be physical in the front seven to make people safeties, to make people play cover three? You know what I mean? Single high safety. Can you make people do that? You know what I mean? So
you know what, Coach Son? Mm-hmm. You don't even have to run the ball to do that. teams do that with screens, receiver screens to the outside, and just get creative in the pass game. You can run the ball through there.
Run game of some kind, right?
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to hand it off. But they got Jaden Ball, man. Like, get this guy ball.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, and that's the whole point. Is that with me right now, I don't all the talk early in the season about Florida being one of those sexy teams to be able to go out there and make a run at it and everything like that. I think it was all just based on hoping. You know what I mean? Because I love their defense. I think that their defense is legit. When it comes to what they do at Florida, their defensive line is legit for sure. Oh my God.
Facts.
They're real good. And part of the reason I don't think LSU was running it I don't think you can do that with Nuss right now because he's hurt. He's, from everything you hear, is that he's banged up. So you don't want to send him through the tackles. You know what I mean? Not too much anyway. So, but they were running the ball early on, and you were seeing Caden Durham be able to get some yards here and there. And Caden's a good player, man. It just feels like he's one of those guys that you can trust. In the end, I don't know why, if you got Jaden Ball and you're sitting there expecting DJ Lagway again without any development, and he was in a boot until a week before the end of fall camp.
Yeah,
I struggle to understand the brains behind it. I don't know what Billy's thinking over there. And so to me, I asked you guys this last week, and I'll ask it again. Is this the last week that you see Florida play? Or him play at Florida? Is Lagway going to walk and get out of there? Because I'd be surprised if Billy lasts a whole lot longer. And if you're him, if I'm DJ Lagway, I want some time out and get in the portal and be able to get rested up and cleaned up and be able to, have some time to develop before you get back into next year. And I think that they're punting on the season.
Man, it really all depends on how close he is with Billy Napier. It's going to be really, really interesting, man. I really don't know the answer to that, man. I really, really don't know the answer to it. I'm going to say yes right now, but the way he was looking against LSU, like he was just tired of Florida, like all together. But they have so many recruits down there that
they recruit.
I don't think he's going to go anywhere because he's like, this the place he really wanted to be at. But I feel like they're going to definitely have to go, that too. But if they go out and get a splash hire, that's why I say I don't think nobody really wants Lane Kiffin down there.
They do want Lane Kiffin down there. They do want him. I don't think he's going though.
I don't think so. But hey,
if Lane go anywhere,
money talks, BS walks every time. That's like true. You can only go so far with Ole Miss. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can only go so far. But if you go to Florida and in that territory, I believe you can make a lot of things happen in that territory.
You could, but if you don't right away, it's volatile in Gainesville.
Yeah, but he got the players.
He's got more 10-win seasons at Ole Miss than the collective of the rest of their coaches in history. But just in the last 4 or 5 years.
That's what I'm saying. It's a ceiling. It's really a ceiling there at Ole Miss.
I don't know in this day and age that you can't figure it out at least 1 year to get it done. Now I don't think this is the year for Ole Miss, but I still think they're going to win 8-9 games. And in the end, I don't know that that's not enough to keep people happy down there. If you go to Florida and man, they fired Dan Mullen a year after he went to the damn conference championship game.
Fact.
They did. They did.
And Lane's been through that with USC getting fired on the tarmac. I think that this is older, a little wiser Lane Kiffin at this point. And I think if he's leaving Ole Miss for anywhere, it would be if it doesn't go well for Kalen DeBoer at Alabama and they decided to offer him. That's just my feeling on it. I think he would hold out for that job. And aside from that one, and I don't even know for sure that he would want it. I think he may be in a different place at this point in his career.
Man, that team is too talented down there. And trust me, he'll take that job in a heartbeat. And then I'm gonna tell you,
the only reason I think that he's content at Ole Miss is some of the, ironically enough, is some of the comments that he made when the whole Hugh Freeze golfing thing came out. And people thought that he was trolling Hugh Freeze, but he was literally saying like, I just came from fishing. like, and he does that a lot. And it's like, you can do that at Ole Miss. You can fish all during the recruiting season. You can go after games. Nobody would care. But if you take that job at Tuscaloosa and it's recruiting season and they find out you at the lake fishing, that it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So like, I think that he's content with how comfortable his life can be. Like some people, he's been at Tennessee. So he's been at USC. So he knows what it's like to be under that microscope from these bigger teams. And you go to a place like LSU and 10 games, man, they ready to roll out the red carpet for me. Yeah, nationally they're not saying it, but here in Oxford, I can do anything I want down here.
Yeah, he's gained himself so much credit with that fan base. I don't think, and I think that a lot of us talked about, are they going to be that way in the portal again after they kind of went all in last year and didn't get there? Man, they were one game off.
It was really on them last year. They had that was like their best chance because they had so many guys.
But you're going to tell me that this year he doesn't have the same kind of especially talent on the defensive side of the ball. He doesn't have that, right? But he's got a quarterback, and if they can put together a 8-9 win season again with less than what he had a year ago, then you can look at them, and they got some real money down there. There's some real money at Oxford. Don't get it twisted. There's some people that'll cough up some cash.
Man, it's definitely old money down there. Yeah, I ain't never said they. But I'm telling you right now, it's a lot of money in Florida too.
There is.
There's a lot of beaches.
Boy, they don't mess around though. They don't mess around.
A lot of beaches down there. It's no state income tax in Florida too.
And don't forget his daughter down there. His daughter's tied up too with Ole Miss.
So, I gotta say this, man. We as SEC football fans or as football fans, we got to stop elevating these coaches prematurely, man. The way people were talking about Billy Napier for the last 2 years is crazy. You got to understand that Billy Napier has been coaching for 5 years. He's been a head coach for 5 years, right? I think the majority of that
jobs too, bro.
Majority of that came at Louisiana in the Sun Belt. And people elevated him past coaches who have been coaching a very long time. If we would have asked last year, which coach would you take, Napier or Hugh Freeze, people would say Napier, hands down. Hugh Freeze has been coaching a head coach for 12 years. He's only missed the playoffs 4 years. 2 of them was the last 2 at Auburn. So, like, I know it's always like the shiny new thing when this coach is hot and he gets this job and we want to say that he's going to do well. But, man, you got to give these coaches time. You got it. Lane Kiffin is not this Lane Kiffin from the first year. He had to have time. He had to have time in. He had to fail. He had to go different places so you can get this product that you have now. Coaches just like players. Like what you say about players that they don't have success early and you want to ditch them. No, coaches are the same way. They need time. You change leagues, you got to learn that league. You got to learn the landscape of everything that's going on and how to win in this league. You got to give these guys time, man, and stop elevating them after 3 or 4 years of head coaching. Nobody's, you know what I mean? Like, we disrespect Brian Kelly. We talk about Brian Kelly in this league. Brian Kelly has been a head coach longer than some of these people in the chat have been alive.
And I don't like anything about him.
Yeah,
but still, like, but I'm still from a coaching standpoint. I guarantee you, LSU is glad they got him versus Napier right now. I bet they won't take Shane Beamer right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta.
Would you say that at the beginning of the year? We're saying that right now. We're just saying because I've been saying this. I've been saying I'm always a proponent of giving people time. Right? Experience to me is like is golden. So like I'm always like, man, give these guys time because the greats didn't become great overnight. They just didn't. They had to go through different. Even the great Nick Saban had to go to the NFL, come back. He
Michigan State, and then he had a 10-year at LSU where he won the championship. He went to the NFL, then he came back to Bama, and you get this product. When he started off at Kent State, he wasn't that guy. Kent State to Michigan State, he wasn't winning national championships. You gotta have time to learn and groom yourself, man. And I just don't like it, bro. I just don't like it. Because like right now in the SEC, it's probably like 3 or 4 coaches that's really tenured. The rest of them are like 4 and 5 year coaches, 3 and 4 year coaches. If you really think about it, you got Brian Kelly, probably Hugh Freeze, Kirby Smart. Then after that, everybody else is like
Kentucky coach.
Yeah, but we don't count him because he hadn't done anything down there in Kentucky.
Well, he did as much as Hugh Freeze.
He's won 10 games.
He done way more than Hugh Freeze, if we being honest.
Bro, winning 10 games at Kentucky, brother. Yeah. Come on, man.
No, wait a minute. He won 10 games one time at Kentucky.
Who the hell else did? Who the hell else has done that?
That's very true. I give you that, but I'm just saying
this ain't basketball.
I don't know if he got a national championship.
City down there, bro. Come on, man.
He got a national championship.
Hold on, before we even go off the rails, because I really want to hear Coach Sean take on this game.
Well, hey, can I give my take on the game real quick? Because I didn't give anything on the game.
Oh, my fault.
No. I've been waiting. Trust me. So
go ahead.
Are we not, in my opinion, I feel like the media does something incorrectly. We always want to prop everybody up and say they're getting better and they're good and everything else. Is it not possible that these two teams are just not good? I mean, realistically, has LSU overperformed against Clemson and the teams they've played for so far? Because I don't think they have. Has Florida overperformed against teams they played so far? Because I don't think they have. I don't think anything about anything we've seen from either team, all the way from LSU, other than Blake Baker, probably is the hire of the year for LSU's defense. Outside of that, I haven't seen Florida improve on one single thing from last year, and I haven't seen LSU capable of running the ball one single time yet in any of these games. Are we not seeing a replication of last year bleeding into this year, and we just want to give them props because they're a year older? I'm done doing that with teams now. I don't know who said it, Coach Sean, somebody, but you are what you put on the screen, what you show me.
Correct.
Nussmeier has not shown me this year he should be a Heisman candidate like we thought he should be. We propped him up. I thought he was going to be one of the best top 2, because I put Mateers in 1 just to aggravate Coach Sean a little bit. And I do think he's going to be one of the top quarterbacks, but not number 1. I honestly had Nussmeier. But I think it's possible that these teams just aren't as good as what we're putting them out to be.
But let me ask you this, though, John. In week 3, who has? Like, who is, you know what I'm saying?
It is early.
In my opinion, Alabama has shown improvement from week 1 to week 3.
I mean, as far as the Heisman is concerned. Like,
the Heisman, what I'm saying is I've expected more out of Nussmeier himself. Now, could it be play calling? Absolutely. It could be play calling. It could be a multitude of things, right?
And I would say that playing at home in college football matters. Like, not necessarily in the NFL, but playing at home. Clemson, look at them. They go on the road to Georgia Tech, and that was a good Georgia Tech team. I picked them to beat Clemson on my parlay sheet, by the way.
Yeah,
I picked that game.
I think we all had Georgia Tech, right?
That was more about Georgia Tech than it was about Clemson. Georgia Tech has been itching. They've been right there.
Yeah,
good football team.
So I agree with you, but I wouldn't count Nuss out yet.
I'm not saying he's not good. I'm not saying he's out. All I'm saying is maybe right now, at this current moment, these aren't just very good teams. I'm not saying they can improve. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But what I'm getting at is from the teams we've seen, maybe they're just not that good. Because in my opinion, LSU has probably the most predictable offense out of anybody I've seen so far.
Yes.
Every team is daring them to throw the ball because they know they can't run. So Nussmeier is very limited on what he can do at the end of the day. He's getting frustrated. Lagway, 5 interceptions. This dude has, I'll be honest with you, I thought he was the next dude in the SEC. I don't know what happened other than I know he's been injured and all that stuff. I don't know. He looks like he has digressed badly from last year to this year.
Not only that, but if you look at his stats from last year, I mean, they looked good at the end of the year, but it was against teams that were not playing their best football at that time.
Yes.
You look at Ole Miss. I mean, Jackson Dart threw 3 interceptions in succession. Boom, boom, boom. And they're giving it right back to them, and they're throwing interceptions in that Florida game. Yeah. Florida goes up against the LSU team that had just got the shit kicked out of them by you guys, and LSU was not good at the end of the year until they played Oklahoma, and they finally looked decent in the last game. Yeah. In the end, just being honest though, what did they go up against? He had 12 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. He had 1,900 yards. He didn't do shit on the ground, nothing. If you look at what it was, I think there was a lot of projection without any meat behind it, it whatsoever. And the same thing goes for Lenore Sellers, by the way.
Bro,
Lenore Sellers is a product of that defense over there. And I know
we're getting the last word, John, then we'll go on.
Go ahead, John.
No, sorry. And I'm not trying. And the lasting point on this, guys, is this. Everybody wants to act like Florida has been some national powerhouse and that they deserve all this and that they're going to go out and steal a Notre Dame coach.
Yeah, that's facts.
They're not that. They've only won 3 national championships, and it's all been recent, right? Since what, 96? So can we stop acting like Florida is this some powerhouse SEC team? They've never been. So, sorry.
That's what.
Yeah, man, that's a great way to end that one. No, but we go to this is one I really want to Coach Sean. Coach Sean definitely starting this one off, man. Of course, good old Georgia over Tennessee, man. I can't wait to hear what he got to say about these good old Tennessee Volunteers, because it was a lot of chitter chatter. I called it late. I missed college game day, first time in a long time, and I caught this clip this morning, sent it to the group text. I was like, wait a minute, are they saying doing all that in the background?
Was that Tennessee fans?
That was they were, because college game day was in Tennessee.
They was talking a lot of Bama stuff too,
and they was on a live interview with Coach DeBoer. And they was doing that in the background. Just doing that. Yeah. And I was like,
Florida State.
That makes the loss 10 times more beautiful. Yes. In my opinion.
Yes.
But go ahead, Coach Sean.
Well, I this is my partner's channel, so I'm gonna keep this real.
No, you can say whatever.
Tennessee fans, you about the goofiest little bastards I've ever seen in my entire life. You doing the Florida State chant. Do you not know who you playing here in about an hour from that time? You some goofy little bastards, right? You worried about what Bama doing and taking shots at Bama. Well, guess what? You got your ass whipped. You got lashes put to your asses, right? All the loud crowd that had all your little Tennessee stars there, had the little country singers and all of your little singers, and had Candace Parker there, and you went there and got your ass whipped, right? Had the game in the palm of your hand right there. And guess what? You lost. So go do that now. What your dumbasses should have been doing is focusing on them dogs over there who was gonna fight to the very end. You just some goofy little bastards. Your team, your fans, your colors, your city, your bushes and your heels and all that F Bama to Coach Saban. Bro, listen, here's the deal. Shout out to my brother Patriot Life too, man. Here's the deal. I was so happy when Tennessee lost. I was the biggest Georgia fan. If I had some Georgia paraphernalia, shout out to my brother Robert, shout out to all the Georgia fans that I know, shout out to Coach I, shout out to all of them, man. If I had some Georgia apparel, I'd have put it on just to piss my Tennessee neighbors off, right? I was
we
mad.
Still make that happen, Coach.
Bro, I'm telling you, I can't stand Tennessee. This is why I don't like their fans. This is why, right? You so worried about Alabama, right? You so worried, want to take a shot at Alabama, Bama. You playing Georgia. That's what y'all focus should be on, them dogs, right? So I was
9 straight
elated.
losses, I would think so.
Facts. I was so happy and so elated that all those people, all that sea of orange, all those little checkerboard games that you like to wear, white, yellow, or blue, orange, white, the little checkerboard games y'all playing in the stands. I was so happy that all of you went home upset. It made my day. And the bottom line is, I was worried about Tennessee completing those option routes. They came out the first half and completed them, right? Georgia was getting beaten, man. They were matching too late. They was completing pass. All those space and all that grass was helping Tennessee. But what happened? Georgia started getting a little pressure. The quarterback played well. I was so impressed with what's his name?
Aguilar. Legit.
Yeah.
The only people who are more sick than Tennessee fans are UCLA fans. they didn't win that trade, right? They're the only people that's more upset than Tennessee fans, and that's UCLA fans. Y'all traded quarterbacks, right? And seems to be Tennessee got the better end of the deal, right? So all I'll say is this, man. You should learn from this. You should learn from the ass whipping that you got in your home stadium, right? Kirby was humble. We didn't deserve to win this game, but I can assure you when he got in the locker room, they was laughing their asses clean back to Athens, Georgia. You know what I mean? Bottom line, they completed a gang of option routes. Georgia went in at half, started jamming the receivers, start being more physical up front, start running some twists, not really getting to the quarterback, but he wasn't as accurate in the second half as he was the first half. A little running game didn't do anything. Georgia lined up and said, these boys can't stop us.
Georgia made an adjustment. Started pounding them on the same side of the football field because the little corners on Tennessee, the freshmen, didn't want to tackle, right? And they end up beating you. And that's the bottom line. I'm so elated and I'm so happy that you were so worried about Alabama that you wanted to become Florida State fans all of a damn sudden. Florida State people was calling you crazy on Twitter, right? So you didn't accomplish anything. The Florida State fans laughed at you. The Bama fans damn sure laughed at you. Coach Saban laughed at you. Georgia laughed at you. Kirby Smart laughed at you. And UCLA is the only people who's more miserable than you.
And they lost to Sean Foster.
Facts.
Hey, you can't get beat you cannot get beat in the Rose Bowl by New Mexico and keep your job. You got to go. And not even get beat. It was 35-10, bro.
Out of there.
You gotta go.
You got to go.
And
you gonna make it to Sunday. No, even at UCLA.
This is why I don't like Tennessee fans. Just really think about that. You playing Georgia, not Georgia State, man. And you
I didn't know that happened.
Chants. Oh,
I had no idea
saw that
happened.
They was doing the Florida State chant, and then they did the Dixieland Delight, and they changed the words to F Bama and LSU and Georgia too. Like, come on, bro. Like, Tennessee is the lamest school in the SEC, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt.
And F you if you support them.
Yep.
Thank you, Patriot Life, my broski.
Hey, guys, I think as much as anything, there were people talking about her. They were up 21-7.
21-7.
You about to get beat. You know, oh, wow, they're about to beat Georgia. And I was saying it in the chat, or when we had our show going on the after show, and I said I wouldn't go there yet. I would relax, pump the brakes, because they were up 17-0 a year ago, and they did, and that was in Georgia, and they didn't get it done then either. So you know that Kirby's going to make it. He's going to make an adjustment. That's what he does. And truth be told, they still should have won. I mean, you got to kick to win it. You got to make that. You got to find a way to make that damn kick. But in the end, you knew as soon as he missed it, and then he made it to send it to overtime or whatever. But you knew damn good and well that they were lost. And I mean, 25 yards on the first play. I mean, they get it off the edge, and they're right down there by the end zone. Ball game. It's it.
Ball game.
It was as predictable as anything. Now, the only thing that sucked is they didn't cover, because I had that on my ticket. So, but I made up for it later. That being said, I think Joey Aguilar is really good. I think that they're better than I expected them to be offensively. Their defense is sus, though, because I'm not positive that I still think Gunnar Stockton did show me a little something in the second half.
Put some respect on Gunnar Stockton's name.
Gonna have to do it, right? I'm not sure that you're gonna do that all the time, because there's something about this Georgia defense. It's not quite the same as it's been, particularly in the secondary. I think that worked out, that they made that adjustment too. For all the people that say everything that they do about Bobo, they made an adjustment and decided we're going to go and find a place. We're going to find the soft spot in that defense, and we're going to keep hitting it. Good for Gunnar. I think he did a great job. But in the end, I'm not positive that either one of these teams are that good. I don't know what they are. You expect Georgia to be what Georgia is, but they're not if they're not playing better defense than that. When's the last time you saw them give up that kind of points to anybody?
I respect Georgia though, man, because Georgia knows exactly who they are.
Exactly.
They don't never color outside the lines, even if they're down. And you know what that's a sign of? A
Good
great coach.
Oh, absolutely. No, and
staff.
That's why Kirby's the best coach in the country right now, right?
He could have panicked and went out there like we did against Florida State and slung the ball 58,000 times. You know what I mean? You know what Kirby said? We're going to run the ball 58,000 times. Them boys don't want to tackle. And
they were soft in the middle for sure. Soft in the middle for sure. Yeah. That's where Tennessee got hurt from. I mean, as good as they were on the D-line last year, that's not where they've got talent there. They don't have depth there like they did. And their secondary is non-existent.
One thing you said, man,
they lost all those dudes in the secondary. That's why Gunner was able to go out there and start getting it.
That's facts.
One thing this team definitely is, man, they're comfortable being uncomfortable all the time. So anytime you playing these guys, you got to really knock them out. I have never really just seen them. Anytime they're just down, it's just like, okay.
Look at what they did with you guys. They came back quick.
Prime example.
Yeah.
Prime example.
Bro, you can go back to the Oklahoma playoff game. Like, I mean, the moment you get comfortable, and it always comes down to the same thing. I'm sorry, Jason. It's just, I mean, I had to throw one shot.
I gotta bring up old shit.
And here's the thing, bro. I'm still hurt after last year. I'm still back from that. But no, in all seriousness, are we done with this narrative? Like, when you get up on Georgia and you're celebrating, it's over. Because this team is going to do what they do. And like, Kirby's one of the best coaches at halftime adjustments.
It's a fact.
Him and Saban owned that department, it seemed like, as far as halftime adjustments go. And I am so tired of just watching teams become conservative, think they're going to hold a lead against a team like Georgia, knowing what's about to happen. Like you said, Coach. And what angers me is that Alabama can't run the ball with Ryan Grubb, but yet Georgia has Bobo, who's one of the most vanilla play callers in the land, and somehow they awaken the beast with running the ball this year with Nick Frazier and those cats, right? So I'm just going to leave it as my hat's off to Joey Aguilar. He looks great so far. Gunnar Stockton looked like the real deal in this game. I expect way more out of Zechariah Branch in this upcoming week against Alabama, because that dude is very fast, quick, twitchy, all that great stuff.
When he got there.
Yeah. Can he stay healthy? That's always going to be an issue, but it's going to come down to the same thing, in my opinion, against Georgia. I don't care how good their offense or defense is. If you're one-dimensional, they got to be one of the hardest teams to beat. If you're one-dimensional,
yeah.
Plain and simple.
I still think they're the best team. I'm a Ric Flair guy. To beat a man, you got to beat the man. I still think Georgia is the best team in our conference, bro. You know what I mean? Oklahoma's playing damn good, but listen, to those that don't know, Coach Carl, if you in the chat, when a team runs 13 personnel on you, that is me telling you my bitch. I ain't worried about you.
I'm finna run the football.
I ain't worried about you. That's what 13 personnel mean, bro.
Yes, it does.
We don't care what you think. We don't care what
run over your ass. That's what
we don't even care what you line up in. We're coming. I sure
we might have 3 passing plays out this formation, maybe.
That's why everybody don't run that person, because everybody's just not confident enough to line up in that and run it. Kirby don't care. Bobo, we'll line up in it. Stop it. We coming.
And I think he's vanilla I think the reason that he's vanilla is because that's what they want him to be. You know, is it a wonder to anybody why Kirby keeps him around? Because he went right back to him. I agree with you. Yeah. I don't care for it. But I'm telling you this. He definitely drew it up in that second half to attack where they were weak and got them.
Like we said on this show many times, man, I believe Kirby is the best coach in college football. Of course, when he comes, whatever you do in that first half and it's working, I just use our game again. We was running left, we was running right, we was just going east, west all game long until that second half came. And we knew it. We said it in the group text.
Yep.
Man, they better come
The
out in something
collective
different.
pucker out there
Do
in
something
T-Town, huh?
And the second one we seen they start doing that, guess what? They were stopping it here, they were stopping it there, and then they were just marching down the field on us at
He
once.
never panicked. Look at him on the sideline. He never panicked.
I'm gonna tell you, man, I saw a little bit different from this game, honestly. Tennessee should have scored 60 points in this football game. They had so many drop passes, particularly in the second half, where it wasn't defense or anything. It was just Butterfingers on several critical third downs.
Whatever
their execution went from all-time high in the first half to what are we doing? I don't even want to throw the ball no more in the second half. I give Hypo this. The guy can drum up a running game. And I also one thing I want to point out is Piano Man said it. He said earlier, he said Tennessee is not ready to take that next step. And I think that's what you saw from them. They had this game in the palm of their hand, and all they had to do is continue to execute. Did Georgia make an adjustment? Absolutely, they did. But it was still opportunities for Tennessee to win that football game and by a lot of points. That field goal, I knew when you could see it in his face, he wanted no part of that field goal.
He was dead neat. He was
you can see it on the sideline.
Like a ghost. Oh yeah.
I said, he's not. He don't want no part. Get him an asthma pump. That's what it looked like.
Asthma pump.
I love it.
That's what it looked like. Like he was about to hyperventilate. I was like, he don't want no parts of this this field goal. But kudos to Georgia though, man. I'll tell you like this: if you want to know about running the football, Georgia ran the football, I believe, every way you can run it in this game.
Down blocking.
They ran zone, counter, read option with Gunnar Stockton. They ran speed sweeps. They ran every single running play and philosophy that you could come up with. They ran in this football game, and I think that's a testament to the coach saying, "Hey, if we want to win this football game, we're gonna have to run the football." And what a lot of people and fans and coaches, I think, get mixed up when they see these big scores. Yeah, it's 21-7, but you don't got to get them 1 point at a time. That's just 2 possessions. All I need is a touchdown. 2 touchdowns is a tie game. You know what I'm saying? Now, if football was a sport where you had to get 1 point at a time, 21-7 is a long way to go. But 1 touchdown is worth 6 of them things. So all we got to do is get a stop here, put some points on the board. All of a sudden, we got a football game. Now the onus is on them to execute.
But they're turning the ball over though at Tennessee. They're out there turning the ball over in the second half. As good as Joey was in the first half, he had 2 interceptions. Gunnar didn't put the ball in harm's way.
Yeah, he did not. And Gunnar threw some passes that, like, you see that 5-star rating start to show back up.
He ain't scared to do it. He ain't scared to throw it in there, and I'll give him props for that. I think I haven't felt like I really believed in him because we didn't see a ton out of him whenever he got in. But I'll tell you this, I think that Gunnar, he showed out a lot. There's a reason why they're always talking about how much they love him on that football team, because that dude went in there and just like let him hang in that second half. He wasn't afraid.
He did.
Bro, all I can tell you is I hear what you're saying, but all I can tell you is I see Georgia losing 10 to 12 players every single season. Of course, defense gonna change. Just like Nick Saban, we losing Deron Payne, we losing this guy, that guy. We losing this dude losing 10 to 12 players in every draft, right?
Yeah.
And they always right there at the playoffs. They have some rough games, just like we used to.
Yep.
That says something about your culture, your coaching, right? It just does, bro. These guys don't lose to unranked opponents. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? It takes a Notre Dame national championship squad to beat them with a backup quarterback, right? You forget, Gunnar Stockton came into the Texas game, a game that this kid hadn't played all season besides mop-up duty, and they beat him for the second time, right?
He played in the entire second half was all Gunnar.
Yeah, was all Gunnar, man. A kid that's been over there with his helmet in his hands. So that goes to your coaching, your culture, what you're doing in practice. And that's what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Hey, Coach, I got a question for you though, because you mentioned the 13 personnel, 12 personnel, and how they were able to run the ball. With the way offenses play around the country right now, with most teams being spread and want to throw the ball around, and you see the defensive personnel kind of matching that. How many teams in the SEC do you think match up well against a Georgia team that wants to play football like that? That's what I thought about when I was like, man, how many teams actually had the personnel to match up against the team that wants to run 13 personnel, 12 personnel all game and run downhill?
we at Bama don't have the tight ends to even block on that kind of
that's
formation.
That's letting them hang, man. Just like we said, that's telling you you're my bitch. I'm coming. What y'all we're gonna just tell you what we're running, see if you can stop it.
Yeah, because all these defenses now are had the personnel to stop the spread. Everybody's lighting the ass. Like you face a team that wants to run downhill like that. Man,
but I'm gonna tell you this: that light in the ass is not what you're running into this weekend, though. Just tell you that.
Oh, there it is.
Hold on.
Fighting words. We don't be fighting words.
Hold on.
I was about to say
the last game, and then we'll give a small preview for that.
Like they on a bye week.
Shout out to Ann. Shout out to Ann for the $4.99, just showing love. Appreciate you always. Thank you for always showing love. Appreciate everybody just being in here, man. Yeah, the chat has been on fire tonight. I'm glad y'all came in here. And Ephraim always starting stuff. He in there talking his mess.
Those house money and they're talking shit.
Piano man in here. What you know about that crit? What you know about that crit, man? You see the album right there, man. But oh man, the last game that we're gonna talk about that happened is that good old Texas A&M and Notre Dame.
You know, I gotta say something.
Oh my God,
that was one hell of a game.
What a football game.
Oh, that was another. My fault.
And another.
Oh man, our good brother Rob, Patriot Life, and as always in every show, man. Thank you for your service, brother, and everybody that served in the military. Ephraim, who served in the military, KB, who served in the military. Thank you all. Even John served in the military. So definitely appreciate you for your service, brother. But Rob with the $10 said enjoyed the show tonight. Always love tapping in and listening to the pros. Everyone have a great evening, and as always, roll damn tide.
Much love, Rob.
Appreciate you always, brother. Thank you for always showing love like you always do.
Broski.
Oh yeah, man. And of course, now I said, man, it's Texas A&M over Notre Dame, man. Oh Lord, I see some.
Stop it, Ebony. We're not talking about
it
that
already.
Ebony, don't you come in here bullying me. I said, I hope Ebony don't come in here. I hope Ebony don't come in.
But
my girl, Ebony.
I think it was probably one of the best games, especially like that ending,
good
man.
Football game.
And then just Tyler Buckner being, oh my God, with the bar snap. That was crazy, man. I still get aggravated when we signed him. I get aggravated when he played.
I thought his ass was gone, and I forgot that he was coming back to there, and he's a lacrosse guy, but man, what the hell? You can't hold on to the snap. I'll tell you, hey, y'all want to watch a meltdown? Tomorrow night, Coach is gonna be late on the show when he gets there tomorrow night, but he'll be in probably about 9:00 Central when he shows up. And I'm telling you now, if he makes it on, he's a Notre Dame guy.
Yeah,
he's gonna be cooking because I know he's pissed off. I know he is.
Yeah, man, just to lose a game that way, and then I'm not gonna lie, man, the last touchdown play, you see the guy coming in the middle, clearly had, and then the guard just completely just grabbed his legs. I don't know how the
MMA.
I don't know how the ref missed that. If it was any time that you wanted somebody to call something and not miss something, it's that one. And I can't believe they missed that call, man. Me and Tez was just over there wow.
Never leave
because I knew when the tight end got out there, I just said got him, and he threw it to him, and he got him, man. It was one hell of a game, man. I didn't expect it. to be that high scoring, to be honest. But they came out there with the win. Marcel Reed made the plays that he needed to make. Should be up there for the Heisman Trophy right now. Up there with John Mateer. I'm loving Texas A&M right now because I feel like that was one of the games they had to win that can lead them. I feel like if they continue the way they're going to be in the playoffs.
They're dangerous. They're dangerous, and they've got weapons that'll get you in the end zone. I mean, Terry Bussey is a baller, a bona fide baller superstar in the making. Here's the one thing I always say about Texas A&M. You got to go back through its history, and it is the same. They call it Texas 8-4 for a reason. Something always happens there. It's dare I say, Auburn-esque.
Okay.
No, I'm just busting chops on that. I had to go there for a second. I had to bust.
That's the Texas 8-4. All right.
Texas 8-4. Listen, this is the whole thing is that they have been since in the 40s. That's what they do. Now, one thing I'll say is I like Mike Elko. I think he's a hell of a football coach. I really like what they're doing offensively, and Marcel looks different than he did last year. The one question I got, I guess, is whether or not he keeps doing it, because he looked pretty good early on whenever he got in the game last year too, and they kind of fell apart. My problem is their defense isn't probably. It's not as good. It's not as good as it was a year ago, and I wonder how that's going to translate when you get into the SEC. And because it looks like there's some teams that are going to run the ball on them. They were able to run the football on them at Notre Dame the other night too. To me, I think that Texas A&M could finally be that good team. It's like I said, Bussey, and then going and getting the kid from NC State. Dude, these guys are, Concepcion. That guy is
Mario Craven.
Yeah, look. Again, I think that if you look at the receiving corps in this league right now, a bunch of good ones, man. A bunch of good ones, and even a lot of unheralded ones, right? You look at Auburn, they've got a great receiving corps. I don't know they got a guy that can get him the ball so much, but they do got a great receiving corps if it works itself out. Same with LSU, loaded at receiver. And I think the A&M though is right up there with these guys in what they can do, getting the ball out on the perimeter and seeing what they can get done, especially with having a quarterback that's spinning it well and he's running it well too. Marcel's a good player, man. He's a good player. But it was a big win for them. I think that is a big win for them, John. You know what?
It is, but I want to make a couple, because this game I stressed. I don't know if you guys remember last time we talked.
Yeah.
I said, remember, Coach, I said, I don't trust A&M's defense.
Fact.
I don't. But I also didn't trust CJ Carr, because him being the true freshman quarterback, in my opinion, made this offense exactly what Tennessee became, predictable. You knew where it was coming. You knew when Jeremiah Love was getting the ball. So it was going to keep them in the game, in my opinion, no matter what. That's why I picked A&M in this game. Now, how it ended is terrible, because that should have been a whole. You can go over all that all you want, but at the end of the day, we never want the game to come down to the refs. Leave it out of the refs' hands, and that doesn't become an issue. Marcel Reed, though, I said this could be the game where he comes out and makes a statement and says, "I'm in the SEC. I'm an SEC quarterback." I have to say, I think he did it. Now, was I overly impressed with him? Me personally, probably not, outside of the clutch play. Right, I think that we kind of knew what we were getting out of Marcel Reed. A lot of people had them in the Heisman conversation. Not saying he would win it, but at least in that conversation of being in the top 10, whatever. However, that
put himself in early contention for it.
Exactly,
like.
put up.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't trust Notre Dame. That's why I said they're going 0-2, right? So because Freeman doesn't have much of a choice when you put CJ Carr up, right? And CJ Carr is their starting quarterback because they took him from Michigan when he committed to Michigan. He's Lloyd Carr. We know the history behind all that good stuff. Sure. And they're paying the dude a massive amount of money. It is all that's being told. So there's no way you're not putting the dude on the field. And they're limited. Jeremiah Love is that entire – however Jeremiah Love goes is as far as that Notre Dame team will go. And, guys, this schedule, there's some tough teams left for them to play because there's teams out there that can score on this defense. And I'm actually, if I'm a Notre Dame fan, I'm a little worried, to be frank, about this season. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I think A&M is not
have
going
a
to
hard time in
Go ahead,
Arkansas. They're going to have a tough time in
Mhm.
Arkansas. I mean, it's not an easy game. It's not an
No.
easy game.
Yeah.
And you never know what's going to happen in the USC game.
Exactly.
I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
Arkansas's got just as talented as quarterback, I think, as
Green.
Texas A&M has.
Yep.
Taylor Green is pretty good quarterback.
I try to cut him some slack, man. I'm gonna tell you why. John actually hit the nail on the head even before the daggum game. You know what I'm saying? I try to cut him some slack, man, because name me another school in the entire country that's played your first two opponents that Notre Dame has played.
None.
To play Miami,
and it's
none.
his
To play
first, and it's
Texas.
TJ's first
That's
two
cool.
opponents ever, right?
That's tough, bro. I know a lot of teams that may possibly be 0-2 with that schedule.
Yeah.
But John is right. CJ Carr is limited. I seen it for the first time during that game. I was also shocked that Notre Dame's secondary wasn't as aggressive as I thought they would be.
Yeah.
He's been zoning up a lot, and that's not what Freeman is, right? And Coach was talking about that last week, that it was a concern for him that they were going into zone. He wasn't happy with Ash. I think that Freeman's going to have to get control of that.
That's a fact, man. I was very shocked to see them get, playing zone so much. I was like, damn, that's starting to make me think they can't play man, or especially on first down. Like, really? So that told me, like, okay, they got some issues they trying to mask. You know what I'm saying? But I still ain't got no faith in Texas A&M defense.
I don't either.
That pass that little tight end hook they ran. I mean, it was a great play. Don't get me wrong, for the defense they was in. It was a great play. And it was a great catch by that tight end, that guy. That was a great catch, great throw. But I'll go back to what I said about, like, John. I don't know about Notre Dame. I know they opened up with two very good opponents. Yeah. Very good, especially Miami. I don't know how good Texas A&M is yet. I guess we'll be finding out here within the next week or so. But I thought Notre Dame would be able to pull it out. The game was right there for the taking. It's crazy how the ball bounced sometimes, man. This is just an example of, you got to play a full 60 minutes, man. You can't, not 59 and a half. You got to play a full 60-minute game, bro. And that's a horrible way to lose. That's horrible.
We definitely gonna be talking about this game this week, Ephraim. So trust me, I've been waiting just to talk about this game. And I believe Penn State better come ready. They better come ready. Because
Oregon blast their ass.
Oregon by 50.
So I picked Notre Dame to win this game. Even though my SEC championship pick is Texas A&M and Georgia. So I was happy to see Texas A&M get the win, because I want to be right about that. Now, as far as the game goes, Marcel Reed, I mean, Texas A&M offense is like, he put up a lot of numbers, and I see where the Heisman talk is coming from. He did a lot of things in critical moments. He made the plays when they mattered. But there were moments in this Texas A&M offense where they did absolutely nothing. And he looked absolutely pedestrian. The dude was like 17 for 39. Something like that. He missed. It wasn't this just coming out party that people are making it to be. It just wasn't. CJ, what's interesting about this game? I remember if you watched the last episode, Brinsky said that Notre Dame has to run the ball. He had to run a Love 25 times in that game to win. They ran the ball 23 times. I would think if they gave him 2 more carries, they might have won this football game. And what's interesting about it is CJ Carr was the leading rusher in that game last week. We all said your quarterback can't be your leading rusher.
No.
And in
this game, they ran him 3 times.
Yeah.
They ran him 3 times in this game. He probably should have got more carries in this game. We didn't mean cut him all the way off from the run game. You know what I mean? Because I think him and Jordan and Jeremiah Love work well together. When you get that read option going, you have the best running back in the country running the dive. Like, I get why the quarterback it would be free to pull it sometimes. But a lot of the same questions, like y'all said, I don't know why they were in a lot of zone. I feel like Leonard Moore is one of the best cornerbacks in the country. He definitely can play man. So I don't know why they don't do that. They did it last year. and they excelled at it. So like I don't get that. But it's interesting in this game. Notre Dame and Arkansas game is gonna be one to watch. Texas A&M, they corralled the run decently. I mean, they corralled Jeremiah Love decently. But every time Price got in the game, it's almost like, they took the blinders on.
Baller, man. He's a baller.
He is, especially in open space. He's just, man. So that it was that element of it there right there. I don't know. These two teams are interesting, man. I want to see how this season plays out. But to your point, I don't think nobody's played two better games than Notre Dame has to open. I mean, thus far. I mean, even if with them having to bye, if you look at the two games they played, I don't think through 3 games nobody has two better games. And we had a conversation a long time ago about the quality. Is there such thing as a quality loss? And the fact that Notre Dame is still ranked, I think you see how they rank losing the quality competition.
They should be, man. I want to give credit to playing top teams. Look at
if you're gonna go out there and play them, give you some credit.
They were close losses.
Both, and think about this, bro. Look how they lost both games, right? And just look no further than Indiana last year compared to Notre Dame. I mean, we gotta reward them for playing Miami and then Texas A&M at home.
You mean the whole Big Ten, coach? Is that what you mean?
Look at Indiana, man. I mean, that debacle last year was just.
I know, man.
I would never let that go, man.
Never. They beat one team that had an above 500 record.
Above 500 record. That was, man.
They still ranked, by the way. Just throw that out.
Crazy, man.
And I think Ephraim put it in the chat, man. They I think Illinois, maybe Illinois is playing
in the top 10.
Illinois straight.
Yeah. I still got to see it with Illinois.
Well, you gonna know you played them.
Was a good football
like that.
Yeah. Brett Bielema, you want to talk about what he does? Brett Bielema sticks to what he does. He's going to run the football and play defense. That's what they do.
Yeah. That's what I said. You're going to know you played them if you play them. That game afterwards, you're going to know, like, hey, I played a Brett Bielema team.
Yep.
Especially if you play in the trenches.
Son of a life, crazy.
And just to, because I forgot, I don't know how the hell, I forgot to put the rankings up here. But I'm going to let you guys talk about.
I've got one if you want. I can share mine if you want.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. We can throw it up there real quick because I sure want to hear about these Auburn Tigers and Oklahoma.
Let John go first on this one. I want to hear what John gonna say about
on the rankings
in Oklahoma
or Auburn.
No, for the preview. That was gonna be just a preview because I know we definitely gonna talk heavy on it on Thursday.
What are we talking about?
It's whatever. It's whatever.
Can I bring up something real quick to talk about? Real quick. We'll make it quick. Are we? What are we going to say about Arch Manning at this point?
Let Britsky answer that question. Let Britsky answer that question.
Here you go. Hey man, I still say wait a minute. I'm still saying give it time.
Hey man.
Hey, it's not. It's still working out the cheap. I just wait till the next big game and then.
The big game against a UTEP. I know.
Hey, there's two things. South Carolina too, by the way, though. Bro,
yeah.
Vandy, you gonna talk about South Carolina? Talk about Vandy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying I'm sick and tired of hearing this South Carolina Shane Beamer bullshit. I'm tired of hearing it.
Damn, they fell all the way out.
I've been down on South Carolina before the season. No, I think they're a good team. I just don't think they're a great team.
No, anyway. Lenore Sellers is another guy that had 17 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He added another 5 on the ground, I guess, or something like that. 7 on the ground, something like that. But in the end, they were never gonna come into this season with the defense is not the same. They lost 9 starters off of that defensive team that really was the leader of that football team last year. It wasn't Lenoris. I like Lenoris. I think his skill set is great. He's a big boy, badass athlete. But he ain't leading you to nothing. And as we saw, even if he stays in that game the other day, Vanderbilt, to quote Coach Sean, put lashes to those asses. And once again, Shane Beamer can't win at home. All this bullshit we always hear about how great they are, and they never win at the Willie B.
You're right.
I still worry about Bama going on the road there.
Exactly. I'm not.
I still worry about it, Jason.
Shane
They'll
Beamer's
do what they
another
did
one of
against
those.
LSU last year. Just find a way to lose. They will do
Well,
it.
that was the refs, so I can't
Oh,
really blame them.
please. Come on,
The
man.
refs called the ref.
They should have
If
ran
they-
away with
if they
that
come
game,
that
though.
kid
They
says
let
the
them
game
back
is
in.
over.
If you allow it to get to the to a place where the refs can hurt you when they were ahead as
Facts.
much as they were ahead in that game, I don't want to hear about the refs anymore.
But they lost Lenore Sellers in that game too.
They
If they
did.
keep them in that game, they win.
They were down with
They-
Lenore.
but they
If
Sellers
it
in
was
that
a
game.
fifth, we'd all be drunk.
I was
So
gonna
I
say they
wouldn't
didn't
be
keep him in the
for sure
game, and
of
they
that.
didn't win.
No, they was up with Lenore Sellers.
No, they were not. They were down 14-7. Trust me. I noted that game. They were absolutely losing in that game with him
Yep.
starting.
I
Still in the
got to
game.
go back and watch it. I remember him being there, and then I remember him being
They
out.
played better
down.
with him out. They played better with him out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. I think he's a great player. I think South Carolina is just a little bit overrated. I've been saying this season, man. They lost a lot on that defense. They lost a Rocket
I
Sanders
pointed that
was
out,
a part of that running game.
but I still believe they got the best pass rusher in the country. They
I
just
won't
ran into a buzzsaw.
I won't argue
And
that.
I will still be nervous when we go there and play.
Yep. Hey, and
I
you
just-
get no
But
argument.
they'll do that once a year, though. That's the one thing they'll do it once a year to make you. I mean, he keeps his job there for whatever reason because he'll do that one time a year, or a couple of times. But once they're already out of contention, and I just don't believe in them. Yeah, I'm with you, J Jack. I think the same thing. I have been saying it all off season.
I hear
Don't
y'all.
tell me about South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Van
No,
Der.
I'm talking about the LSU game last year. That's the game. Me and John probably were talking about two different games.
Whoa, hang on. You swapped up on me there. He's like, okay, we're talking about two different things.
Yeah,
No, but
yeah. Because
even
I
in
was
the
like,
even in the LSU game, they were playing better whenever he went out.
no, they wasn't. No, they wasn't.
My bad. Yeah, no, I agree. You
We
are
just go back
correct.
and look
on
at
that
it.
I
one.
think
I'm
Vandy
done.
is just that damn good.
I do think
believe.
Vandy.
That too.
I think
Two
Vandy's a
things
good
can
football
be
team.
true.
There's an alpha dog in the room there, and it sure wasn't Lenoris. It was definitely Diego Pavia. This kid, we got to start giving this kid his props.
They dragging on
Yeah.
the ground right now.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cantaloupes.
Here we go. I'm about to say, yeah, man. I didn't know they fell all the way out of it.
Yeah.
Any surprises this week for you guys on this before we get up out of here? Like any?
I was
Like,
Yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was-
Ted, go ahead.
I was about to say I was surprised that Georgia Tech wasn't ranked higher than that. I feel like it's an undefeated team who beat a team that a lot of people had. Clemson was ranked really high, and on a lot of people's boards this year. And I might get it. It's a product of preseason ranking. They weren't ranked to begin with, so you can only move them up so far. But there's a lot of teams in front of them that they got better resumes than right now with that Clemson win. And I just think they should be like, for example, Texas.
but they're not better than Texas.
Well, I don't know that until they play. You sure about that?
Are we talking about
You
Georgia
should-
Tech and Texas?
You sure Georgia can't beat Texas? Georgia Tech can't beat Texas on the neutral field.
I literally
last
seen
week. They'd have
I
whooped their
seen
ass.
that high-power Ohio State offense struggle against that defense, and you telling me a guy Haynes King
Stop it.
Haynes King is not a better quarterback than Julian saying throwing the ball wide.
Hold on a minute, though, Brinsky. You gotta take into consideration a couple of
Look at
things
how they're
when
playing.
you talk about that Ohio State game. You got to take into consideration a couple of things because you got a coordinator that's calling his first game ever as a play caller. You have a brand new quarterback. You have brand new offensive line, just like they had at Texas, and you've got new running backs. None of that was the same. What they also knew was that they had zero reason whatsoever at Ohio State to get anywhere crazy. They were not going to put the ball in harm's way against that Texas defense because they didn't have to, because they knew that they weren't going to score on them. Texas's offense has looked like hammered hell the entirety of this season.
Well, y'all gonna see them soon, so we'll find out.
Oh, we're going to see them soon,
Oh.
but you got to watch what they looked like last week. UTEP.
Yeah.
UTEP.
But they got
beat
Sam Houston this week.
44%. Come on.
Hey man,
That's
I seen
probably
Alabama
gonna be another
struggle against
24-10
Georgia
game.
Southern. I seen Alabama struggle with the Citadel.
This ain't
It's
Alabama.
a week-to-week
Hey,
game.
this is not
It's a
Nick Saban
week-to-week
in
game.
Alabama,
This
bro.
is
That
ain't
y'all
Alabama.
don't realize that
This
is
is-
not a week-to-week
Stop.
game.
It's
Okay,
not Alabama.
that's cool. Now, if they
Bro.
go out there and they drop 40 on y'all, Jason, what you gonna say?
They ain't dropping 40 on Oklahoma's defense. I promise
Okay.
you that.
It's on record. I'm saying they
Yeah,
dropping
let it
40.
be known. Let it be known. Let it be known.
I said they dropping 40. And
Wager,
I
will
believe
we?
That's terrible.
We have a
You
wager on
better
this.
clip it then, because I'm saying you're full of shit. So go ahead and clip that, so that when we get to Red River Week, we'll be able to have this conversation again.
I promise you, it's gonna be a big ass what they call that damn magic ball or whatever the damn
ball.
thing. Or what what the
Ball.
psychics be having.
Oh, yeah, I
wow.
got you.
It's gonna be a big. I'm gonna have that in the middle of the screen, and I ain't gonna say nothing for the
Okay.
whole show.
I got a question. Do you think that Texas should be ranked ahead of Alabama? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, I
Yes,
do.
just
But they
based
had
on
based on the resume.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, they hadn't lost.
Okay. I give you that.
Now,
Every team that I believe that is ahead of Alabama, I don't know about Illinois, but it's like it is what
Texas
it
got a
is.
loss though, right?
Man.
they
That's
do.
cool. We got a
Yeah,
loss too.
No,
We
I'm
lost-
saying they said
By a
that they
lot
had
more.
lost. I'm like, no, that y'all got
Oh, that's
the same
right. They
record.
lost Ohio State. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
y'all got the same record.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Based on these 3 games,
Hold up though.
it should be closer.
You
I don't think
realize-
it's that big of a gap. 8-14.
I agree with that.
Like,
Shouldn't
They
be
were
that big
supposed to
of a gap.
beat UTEP by 40.
Yes,
There's
They
no
won by
reason.
17.
That's
And
what
they got
I'm
beat
saying.
by.
Art struggled.
I think the reason why they
no
got
reason
us.
for Texas to be that high.
I think the reason why they got us back so far is because they still look at Florida State like an unranked team, right? And they got beat by the number 1 team. You know what I mean? Now, if Florida State had been number 7 when they beat us, I don't think they'd have us back that far. But you see, they doing us a favor. They let us hop all the way back up to 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we're damn near in the top 10 almost. You know what I mean? So if we beat Georgia, we'll be in the top 10 for sure.
Yeah, when we beat Oklahoma.
So tell
A&M,
me,
yeah.
so coach, tell me how did Texas land at 8 then?
I guess because
Voters.
I guess like you said, I guess they're valuing their
The
loss.
voters are, well, because that girl down in South Florida ain't the only one
She
that don't
ruined
know
it.
ball.
Yeah, they just all they did was expose themselves. I don't get too much into these AP rankings for real.
Yeah.
When the college football playoff rankings come out, anything that the AP does after that doesn't even matter.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I just think they're valuing the loss to Ohio State. That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I think it's just
saying?
the brand, man. They just
But I'm telling
Yeah.
you that game right there, I think Ohio State, they never were going to put it in jeopardy with a brand new quarterback and a new play caller in that game when they realized that Texas was not moving the football.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. You trade Clay Klubnik for Archman, I guarantee you he know what to do with those weapons.
What?
Those are better receivers at Clemson than at Texas. Those are
Yeah,
facts.
I'll give you that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt. But that's the whole point of why we're talking about Texas is absolutely overrated.
Line struggled.
Their
boy.
offensive line ain't good. The receivers haven't been good.
Arch
Hell,
ain't
they
good.
just had the first touchdown by a brother this week.
That's cool. That is cool. When they see
The
y'all, they
exciting-
dropping
when the
40.
exciting whites are doing it, bro. I don't believe, bro. Come on.
They dropping 40.
Hey, Ryan C told it right there. That what Ryan
You
C
gotta
says is what I
you
agree
gotta
with.
Stop it.
Texas is 8 because they started at 1. If they preseason ranked them at 12 at the start, they would be ranked 20
Out of
right
the
now. That's
rankings,
facts.
probably.
That's facts.
Now, I do gotta go ahead, Coach. I thought you were done. Sorry.
I just don't. It just go back to what Ryan C said. That's why I hate preseason rankings.
I do got a question for the panel. Are we possibly look? I don't like Eli Drinkwitz, but Missouri has done everything to put themselves
Dangerous.
and that offense is looking really good.
Do we play
They
them?
haven't played
Yeah,
anybody yet.
we played them. No, they played
They
Kansas.
played Kansas. They did play Kansas.
But my thing is, everybody was so down on Pabula, the quarterback, and saying that there's no way this offense can get up this year, and they've done nothing but go look at the rushing and throw. Like the
Ahmad Hardy is a bad dude too. Ahmad Hardy's a bad dude, and I hate
Yeah.
Mizzou. I hate Mizzou. I hate
Well, I do too.
hate Mizzou. And I'm gonna tell you now, they may be a bigger problem than anybody want to give them credit for.
They can sneak up on some people.
That's a fact.
So yeah, them at 23. I don't know why they're at 23. In my opinion, I think Vandy should be higher than 20.
I do too, man. I watched that game. They physical up front, bro. I do too. Remember what I told you? When you play an offense like that, you got to practice with no football, bro. They I'm telling you, that's a dangerous ass Vandy team, bro. Said it last year.
Penn State still overrated.
So what I said, we about to learn a lot about them this week. We're gonna learn about Oklahoma more this week, and we even about to learn about these Auburn baby Tigers. We even about to learn about them too. We're gonna learn a lot. And that's why I say I can't wait for the Thursday show. And I pray to God that you and Tez do something.
About is he gone or what? Is he out?
No. He said his computer went out. He gonna try to make it back up here.
Yeah, that Auburn internet goes in and out a lot.
Auburn internet would do it every time. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody jumping up in here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel and everybody else's channel. I will be dropping their links in the chat. So only thing I want y'all to do when the link drop, make sure you click the link and hit that subscribe button. And there you go, man. Just spoke them up. Look, there you go. Auburn baby Tigers.
What day are we gonna talk about the Auburn Oklahoma game? When we gonna do that?
Thursday.
Okay.
Good old preview game right before.
I wonder if Jackson Arnold will get out of won't curl up in a ball and come out of that locker.
Be sure. Give Tez and Jason just a little preview. Like let them have the last word, if you will. So,
just to close this out.
Yeah.
Let me just ask him a question. Let me just ask him that one question. How confident are you that he's going to be able to come into Norman and run the football the way he's been running?
5.
I would have expected
5 on the 10. 5 on the scale to 10. What do you say?
No, I said I would have expected like 1. You know, no.
I mean, of course you would, but I don't.
But I'm busting your chops, and you know this. Look, I think that Auburn is what my thing is that I hope that he doesn't find some confidence in his arm and start hitting that receiving core because they are
motivated.
Legit.
Gonna be motivated. Motivation.
They are legit. And here's what I will tell you is there's no way in hell that they're going to come in there trying to run. They've been running the ball all these first 3 games and just staying like that. You know damn good and well that Hughes got it in his mind that he's going to have to come in there and throw the football. He's got to.
I mean,
but now you got to deal with a pass rush. But I will say that's you're not going to beat Oklahoma running the football with Jackson Arnold. It's not going to happen.
One of the things that's been happening is honestly, I think teams are afraid of getting beat deep by that receiving core. So they play us, with a lot of light boxes. That's what we've seen, and that's why we've been able to run the ball like that. The biggest question for Auburn, and I've said this on Auburn channels, is, hey, what happens when we face a team that loads the box and says, hey, you're not going to run the football to beat us. That quarterback that you got back there and those receivers that you advertised and you spent all this money on, they're going to have to win this football game. And I think that's what's going to happen in Norman. So, I mean, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Like,
get you guys in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7.
3rd and 8. I mean, the first down play calling has been pretty decent. We haven't faced a lot of 3rd and longs. If you watch this, talk about this, we talk about the drop back game a lot. Jackson Arnold hasn't looked particularly well. Well, I'm not going to just say just Jackson Arnold. The entire offense has not looked particularly well when going straight drop back football. We are an RPO-based team. We haven't been able to protect in drop back football. Ball State, we turned free rushers loose on the quarterback. That happens in Oklahoma. Jackson Arnold's not going to finish that football game. Man, like I said, I want to get on here and just be like, man, Jason, we gonna destroy y'all, such. But that's just not me, man. I got to be real about it. Like, this is a game that if we win it, and if we win it in a fashion, because I think that Brett Venables is gonna dare us to throw the ball. If we come out and pass this football to win this football game, I think we're a dangerous team for the rest of the year.
That is
I'll tell you what,
absolutely
if you can do that, I agree with you 100% because I'm not sure that I believe that you can do that. But
yeah, it's a big if.
It's a big if.
We haven't shown it this year. So.
This is where Oklahoma. I'll close it out with what I feel about Oklahoma is this.
Go ahead.
They haven't played anybody except for a Michigan team that has a first-year quarterback, and I like him a lot. And their physical brand and the way that they play. I mean, you know. But what I've liked about this Oklahoma team is not only, I mean, they're coming at you. They're bringing heat. They gave up 100 total yards against the Temple team on the road. Temple sucks. I get it. But they're handling their bit. They're not playing with their food. They're whipping the shit out of people. And so, the Michigan game was closer on the scoreboard than it really was. They dominated that football game. Period, end of story. They made some mistakes that allowed them to stay in it. I think that they've got the best defense in the country. I've been saying that I'll stand on that 10 toes down. Here's the deal. We're going to find out a lot about Oklahoma this week too, and I've been trying to pump the brakes a little bit in Norman because, look, it's fine that you did that against these games, Illinois State and Temple, and it's great what you did against Michigan. I think that was an important win. You got to handle business again right here and now against this Auburn team, and I mean, because I'll tell you this. If Jackson Arnold beats Oklahoma, the meltdown in Norman will be epic.
Yeah.
Man, that'll be
love
crazy.
I love it, bro. Love it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so
I'm honestly a bit more concerned about Auburn's defense than I am the offense. I think the offense, he calls it. I don't see him calling a offense that puts the ball in harm's way a lot anymore. He seems like he's got PTSD from last year, the way he's been calling offense. But that defense that we were very, very high on, returning all that production, they have not looked particularly well through these 3 games. Yeah, and then you got a running quarterback now. Jaden Ott has not fared very well against Auburn. Like you
know what?
But I don't even think he's
the freshman.
We don't need
Jaden Ott.
Yeah,
we don't need
that's what I'm saying.
He
He ain't even getting a lot of carries.
Torrey Blaylock.
Tackling has been an issue for us, man, and I want to see us tackle better. Now the front seven is the front seven. That defensive line is, they got the names. They playing well. Keldrick Falk is Keldrick Falk. The freshmen are getting in the game and they making an impact. But we spent a lot of money on that secondary, and it hasn't been what I thought it was going to be. And I think we played in a couple games. I think in every game we played more than 26 players on defense. Mm-hmm. So we played 28 players. I know last game we played 28 players on defense. And I think you see that rotation shorten up a lot when we go to Norman. You're not going to see 28 people get on the field. So maybe that'll help the tackling issues a bit. But yeah, that's my concern. This is what I'm looking for in this game. Like, can we defend? Can we corral Mateer? And I think if we can do that, we'll give ourselves a chance to win. More so than what happens with Jackson Arnold, to be honest.
I know when Thursday comes, it's going to be a lot of write up on these games. Can't wait to see it. And we're going to find out who's going to be looking sad come Monday. Because we got an off week. What's up at the top? We got an off week. We just
I got my ticket. I'll be in Norman for this one too.
Oh man, but like I said, man, appreciate everybody jumping up in here.
We gotta get together this week though, Tez. We gotta show together.
And I will be watching that one. And I will be watching that one. So y'all make sure y'all support these guys' channel. I'm gonna let them shout out their channel and I'm gonna drop it in the chat. All you gotta do is just hit the link and go to their pages and subscribe. So y'all already know what time it is, how we do it.
Hey, Jason Watkins, Hall of Fame college football, man. We're covering Oklahoma and SEC ball, man. I love it. I'm so glad we're in the meat of this schedule now. We're talking about SEC against SEC. It's fun stuff, man. On this morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Friday may be the morning show may not happen, but we'll for sure have something for Friday night, if not. But obviously tomorrow night as well at it'd be 7:30 Central Time with the coach. but we may go a little later so we can get him on because I got to hear his rant about Notre Dame. But yeah, man, I appreciate coming on, man. It's always fun getting in here and chopping it up with you guys.
Right.
And I came in and got some receipts to pull later on for the Red River game. It's a month away. Shit. So we're ready.
40. I'm be saying 40. And they better not let me down either.
Listen, man.
They already let you down.
All right. Jonathan Lewis at JLewis85 on X. Bama Standard is going to be the YouTube channel you're going to see me on, and the Recruiting Standard as far as recruiting goes. Other than that, Tez, always good, man. Brinsky, thank you for the invite. Coach Sean, obviously, Jason, talking at Oklahoma, and Arch still isn't good. But anyways, to the comment section, obviously everybody in there from Latoya, Kimberly, I mean, basically everybody in there. If you guys weren't leaving comments, watching us do what we do, we wouldn't be able to do all this and have fun doing it, right? So definitely shout out to everybody, not just the people that do the super chats, but everybody in that comment section. So yeah, and as always, roll Tide.
It's Tez. It's SEC season. Listen, those AP rankings came out. I know y'all think they controversial. There's some teams that should have been on there that made it, and some teams that didn't make it that should have been on there. And listen, don't pay attention to those rankings. You need to watch It's SEC season tomorrow night, Tuesday. We're doing live rankings. This is week 4. It's gonna get interesting. If you haven't watched the first 2 weeks, or if you have watched the first 2 weeks, you know what I'm talking about, because we set some precedents in those first 3 weeks with some teams, and we put some teams some places, and now we got 4 weeks of data, 3 weeks of data, and it's gonna be interesting. These are the only rankings that matter. Forget about the AP rankings. Forget about everybody's poll that you see on on Twitter. And just watch SEC season, man, on Tuesday. When we rank these teams, man, it's the most credible list on the internet. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the chat. Shout out, listen, I gotta shout out to Steven Hicks. Steven's ability to put Boo Auburn after he says Tez is uncanny. The commitment to Boo Auburn from this guy, it is. I mean,
it's a real rivalry,
I gotta salute you, man.
Real rivalry.
I love it, man. But yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Again, of course, the panel, man. I appreciate here talking football with you guys, man. So yeah, catch me tomorrow, man, and catch me on Sharpshooters when you have me again, and just catch me. And I'll be on YouTube somewhere.
Love that, man. Shout out to Steven, man. Steven's awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you to all the panel broskies, man. Love seeing John, Brinsky, Tez, my brother Jason over there in Oklahoma doing his thing. Much love to everybody, man. Thank you to everybody in the chat, man. You guys in the chat are awesome, bro. Awesome. Tap in with us Thursday. It's gonna be really, really good. Hopefully we get Jason back, Brinsky back, break down some OU and Auburn. I'm gonna watch a bunch of film on OU and Auburn, man, and really break it down and get into it, man. We know have a game, fortunately. Thank you, Kimberly. Much love. Right back to you, my sister, for sure. So we'll get a weekend to where we can really dive into everybody, man, and watch everybody else play. Much love to Ty Hayes. Much love to Jans, Coach Carl, Coach Al, KB, Coach I, Justin Smith, Clint Lamb, Piano Man, Kyle, Way Off Sides. Did I forget anybody? Who else, man? Just our entire Wu-Tang clan, man. Everybody on the panel, man. Tap in with SEC season. Tap in with Hall of Fame Sports. Tap in with John Channel. The multitude of John Channel. The entire Bama Standard, man. John, Justin, everybody. Tap in with all those guys, man. They do great work. You can find me after you tap into all them first. Tap in with me at JMHO Sports Talk, man. That's just my humble opinion on Twitter and YouTube.
And of course, man, y'all already know, man, I'm Brinsky Sharp of the Sharpshooter Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody for all their support, and these guys always coming over here, making the show fun. Appreciate everybody in the chat for always keeping the chat entertained, even though I was having some technical difficulties early. Couldn't see none of the chat to save my life. I was like, this thing ain't even refreshing. So I had to close out of it, but we gonna make it work. I know it was that Auburn internet just attacking me somewhat.
Inconsistent.
It's so inconsistent. But like I said, man, appreciate everybody.
Can
Steven,
I have a quick ad? Can I have a quick ad before
Go
we
ahead, go ahead.
put something in there? I just want to say we'll take care of the F them trees part for this week. I'm adopting that statement from you. F them trees. You know, we're gonna, you know, just to say. I just want to help out. I want to show my love to the Crimson brothers.
I like that. Shout out to
Oh man,
my good brother Stephen Hicks, man, won the giveaway this past Saturday. Shout out to Dwight on that, man. Definitely wanted to say shout out to that. We're gonna definitely have another giveaway coming soon. I don't know when, but it's gonna happen very, very soon. May happen next week. And also, I can't make this announcement yet, but I may make it on Thursday. Just got already talked to somebody, and I'll put it like this: we got a big time recruit coming on the channel very, very soon, very, very soon, as soon as next week. So may have a special edition on next Wednesday. I'm not gonna confirm it until Thursday, and it's really just based on me. But we'll find out then. But y'all already know. Forever and a day, F them trees, Auburn, anything that is associated with Auburn, except SEC season, because they're associated with everything else. Even the people that has a problem with SEC season posting Alabama content, even though it says SEC season. That was some shade. That was definitely some shade.
Shout out to Nick. Shout out to Water Cooler Sports.
Oh yeah, definitely shout out to Nick and them down at Water Cooler Sports. They was on tonight, so may even have to get them on here just to piss Nick off.
10 p.m. in Texas still sucks.
Oh yeah.
Hey Brinsky, you know you need a person from Auburn to take off your list.
Oh yeah. I need to take somebody off my list. Who I'm taking off this time?
Hey, this one's kind of special. I want you to take off Dr. Chanelli, who lost her life to senseless violence in Auburn the past couple of days, man. Very, very good lady. You can tell by the way people talk about her that she was well respected in the Auburn community. Senseless crime, man. We don't condone that around here. So yeah, if you can take her off the list, man, I would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, she is definitely off, and trust me, man, I forgot about that story, and it was really, really sad, and it happened down here, and just the whole story is just sad. So rest in peace to her, praying for her family and all. So definitely hold on. But to end on a happier note, catch y'all on Thursday. Y'all already know what time it is. And we'll see y'all on the next one.